Many thanks for inviting me to participate in this morning discussion. I will try to be short, and I will strictly state that at a political level of the discussion, and I must say that I will be a little bit less optimistic than the two my predecessors. You know, I am as a pragmatic politician with some not short experience already. I am not sure that, as the title of the session implies, that small states can have big impact. This is the implicit suggestion of the title. I am sorry to say that I am not sure about it.
In culture?
No. I am also someone who comes from a small state, which means a state which has always been insufficiently able to influence the events behind its borders on the one hand, and similarly insufficiently able to block foreign interventions within our borders. That's the reality, not the wishful thinking. I am sure that Macedonians in its long history have the same or a very similar experience, and many other representatives here, I am sure, identical experiences. I am an old and, in addition to it, a conservative person. Due to it, I instinctively resist new words and new terms, popular, fashionable in the current days. For me, the term of this forum, collaborative multiculturalism, is not my term. It comes from the brave new world of today. It's not a standard term in the politological sciences. It comes from the brave new world of today, and in the past we used to think in terms of deals, treaties, pacts, which were agreed upon and signed when there was a common interest of countries to work together, to deal with something relevant for all the countries concerned. The key precondition for making a meaningful deal among big or small countries is the eventual coincidence of interests. This is the beginning of the debate. Without such coincidence, there cannot be a deal, a treaty, or pact. The title of the session, I suppose intentionally, Mr. President, intentionally doesn't mention big states. It implies that only the small states are considered a fundamental element of collaborative multilateralism. This is a wishful thinking. They are simply not. The global agendas are in the current world dictated by the superpowers, by big countries, not by small states. Small states are most often not the subjects of the deal, but its objects. This is the experience of all of us. That is valid both at a global and at the continental level as well. My country, after being for 20 years, this is the longest time from among those countries who are here, 20 years a member state of the European Union, I know something about it. We shouldn't be misled by the fact that just now, even a small country like Estonia, when its representative holds the position of EU foreign affairs minister, is able to come with meaningful or substantial initiatives. It's not true. It is possible only when this country presents the positions and interests of a larger country or countries. I am sure Macedonia has the same experience from its membership in various international organizations and institutions. The substance, and this is my additional point, the substance of the world has been changing in recent years. We are moving into the world of multipolarity. The total dominance of one superpower and its fundamental role in the world is no longer the reality, nor are we living in a bipolar world, as was the case during the Cold War. At that time, it was attractive for small countries to push for alternatives to the policies of both competing blocs. It was therefore rational and meaningful to be an active part of the non-allied movement, as was the case of former Yugoslavia. We didn't have a chance to do anything like that. But to expect potential repetition of such a project is, in my eyes, totally unrealistic, and it leads to nowhere. The future, I will stop very soon, the future will be more polycentric, more regional, and the role of supranational institutions will decline. So I wouldn't put my cards into the institutions like UN. They are almost lost these days. Some of us are perhaps optimistic that in such a world the role of smaller countries will increase. But I'm afraid that their interests and priorities in different regions of the world will inevitably diverge, not converge. The conversion of those interests would be a chance for the future, but we live in a different world. It seems to me that it will be much more difficult to organize similar initiatives as the non-allied movement now. Some other people would be probably tempted to say that the future will be characterized by a bigger role of supranational global institutions and by increased collaborative cooperation among small countries in the world of tomorrow. I am afraid it will not be the case. Thank you for your attention.